shit. What do you mean it takes long?
First of all, you know nothing about going back to back. I do and Kenny do.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
Big shot Bob. They need a guy like Kenny Smith.
Those who oppose me shall be left to drown in my wake.
Hey, he's looking at, don't you think, looking at Golden State and saying, boy, they added Kevin Durant. That's none of his business, Ernie.
As you can see, this particular conversation is about LeBron suggesting the Cavs need more help to take on the retooled Warriors team that just added Kevin Durant. Barkley says the Cavs have all they needed already, and we all know exactly how wrong he was about that, as no team could stand up to that Warriors team. I guess Barkley just forgot that the Cavs needed to do something that had literally never been done before to beat the Warriors without Kevin Durant. But that's the point, is that this type of rhetoric from Charles seems genuine, but it's clearly not. On the internet, we call this behavior concern trolling. Shaq very obviously sees through his nonsense. So if LeBron is referring to Charles Barkley with his messaging, it would, again, be warranted due to how Barkley incessantly criticizes LeBron for no reason. I mean, his own castmates called him out on this.
Apologize. They said this first. You want to win, right? Is that what you're like?
Incessantly criticizes LeBron for no reason. I mean, his own castmates called him out on this.
Apologize. They said this first. You want to win, right? Is that what you're like? They're not going to do harm and foul. Listen, hey,
Something as beautiful as Asgard.
The Lakers are not contenders. The Lakers are a mediocre team. Just because you beat the Warriors State, even when this team's about to be 11 games over 500. Hey man, that don't mean they're contenders. Your network, you're better than contenders. You're better than mediocre. You won't get the Lakers no problem. This team is going to be very good offensively, and they're not going to be able to stop a nosebleed defensively. But they determined stuff. You said they stink, they don't stink.
Of course, since the split, the Lakers went on to win 7 out of 9 games and currently have the league's highest ranked defense in the past 16.
And they're not going to be able to stop a nosebleed defensively. But they determined stuff. You said they stink, they don't stink.
Of course, since the split, the Lakers went on to win 7 out of 9 games and currently have the league's highest ranked defense in the past 16 games. So either Barkley doesn't know what he's talking about, or he's a hater. Kenny and Shaq do not do this, so why is Stephen A bringing those guys up in this conversation?
What? My dad disappeared off the face of the earth. I just want to know where my dad is. I'm gonna go find him. The police need to see this.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half-off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year, like 11 months early, which takes you from the worst ever to the best ever. You already stopped, right? What do you have to lose? Look, I realize this pitch may not work.
A winning hand!
And say, you know what, why would you want to be the face of the league when everybody's talking bleep about you all the damn time? I'm sick and tired of them acting like everybody's talking bleep about them all the damn time.
So maybe stop doing that then? You know, like how you're doing right now? I mean, you don't have to search pretty far to find LeBron haters. By any metric, LeBron James has been the most hated player in the history of the game, from the fans to the media. Almost all of this has to do with media-driven narratives, like the silly idea that he doesn't have a clutch gene popularized by sexual abusers like Skip Bayless. This man has been a model athlete with 0 major scandals outside the sport, never publicly embarrassed his wife or family, has never been involved in cheating scandals, is an incredibly generous philanthropist and ambassador of the sport, was the literal flag bearer for the United States Olympic team, and yet never publicly embarrassed his wife or family, has never been involved in cheating scandals, is an incredibly generous philanthropist and ambassador of the sport, was the literal flag bearer for the United States Olympic team, and yet he's the most hated player in the NBA. It doesn't make sense. But again, this is all media-driven narratives because he threatens the media's favorite player, Stephen A's Michael Jordan. Listen to him tell you this himself.
It's hating him to say that he's the second greatest player in the history of the sport. I don't know if you knew that.
Remember, this is a backhanded compliment from Stephen A.
I don't know if you knew that when you say good father, great husband, great philanthropist, great businessman, great actor, great director, great entrepreneur, you know, great host, great everything. I don't know if you know that And because you didn't say he's number one, that he's the GOAT, that's an insult to him and his crew. I don't know if you knew that, Gilbert.
The insult is when you suggest that no matter what he does, he'll never match up to another guy. Imagine your current significant other saying that to you, that you're the second best person they've ever been with. Why on earth would you take that as a compliment, especially when you say there's no way for that person to improve their standing? Do you mean to tell me that if LeBron plays basketball for another 5 years and wins the championship all 5 years, he won't be the best player in the history of the game? By what metric are you basing this on? Jordan doesn't have the most championships of all time. That would be Bill Russell. He doesn't have the most MVPs of all time. That would be Kareem. He doesn't have the most Defensive Player of the Year awards. That would be Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace. He doesn't have the most points of all time. That would be LeBron. He isn't even the most decorated player in the history of basketball. That would be Kareem. So there are metrics where Jordan has fallen short, but you still give him the edge in the GOAT debate, but for some reason you won't do that for LeBron, which you explicitly stated you wouldn't. That's why this is insulting. You're calling him a permanent number 2 while he's still literally building his career.
Any way in which the game has been hurt has not been hurt by the media.
I understand that this is his job, so he has to have a somewhat positive opinion of his chosen profession, but Stephen A. has to either be the most ignorant human in history to suggest the media doesn't have a negative effect, or he's being completely disingenuous. There are literal studies on how the media undoubtedly shapes the public's perception of events. This is common knowledge in psychology. Think about why people hate LeBron and remove everything the media has ever said about him, and you'll come away with the actual reasons for criticizing the media.
By the way, in today's generation, these dudes think the media is social media. They lump us all in with the sickness that don't come to the league, they never come to the league. They never been in a locker room, they never been in a press box or anything. But because they on social media chirping, we get lumped in with them.
I think it's pretty revealing that people lump you all in with the shit takes on social media. Like, how do you realize this and don't understand why? Stephen A. has scored as many points in the NBA as I have. None. The difference between people on social media and Stephen A. is that ESPN hasn't yet realized you can get the shit Stephen A. says from a troll on Twitter. Anyway, that was my take on this whole situation. I think these people are disingenuous and hypocritical, and they throw stones while hiding their hands. Smith knows damn well he and his ilk deserve the criticism they're currently receiving, but his ego won't allow him to shut his damn mouth and reflect on the harm they've caused the sport. Basketball is the only sport where people continuously disrespect the current generation because they're trying to venerate what they grew up watching. This shit is disgusting and needs to stop, starting with Smith himself. You know, the park is hopeless. Continuously disrespect the current generation because they're trying to venerate what they grew up watching. This shit is disgusting and needs to stop, starting with Smith himself. You know, the park is hopeless.
I think that we have a responsibility in this business to provide entertainment and to also provide analysis. And if people are better at the entertainment portion, especially this show, then right? But the analysis is, I think, what players are looking for more. This show is a good example. How much we talked about Steph Curry dropping 56 and those 391 points. But the conversations that are overarching sometimes do a disservice to the league when you think about all the achievements that some teams have had. I mean, we're at a point where there are multiple teams that can come out of the Western Conference. But these are the natures of the conversations that we're having. We've been discussing.
Taking it.
It has been such a massive problem. Last 2 years, massive problem.
Like the tide, Namor always rises again.
They're winning, but you've still got a chance. These little robots may be a problem. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Clearly you needed some trouble has arrived. Disappear!
Genesis of the mutant mind!
Shields up! We are undefeatable! I'll do my best to carry on. It won't be easy. Some help? Nice work, Namor. But don't let it go.
You never have
Double KO!
protect your king. Armed and dangerous.
That's three! You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Wow, 4 in a row! It's spider time!
Let's go. Oh.